Chapter 2, Manny Magpie. Hi, I'm Manny. My family and I are magpies. We are found all over Australia. Hey, cool fact! Magpies recognise ourselves in mirrors. We know it is our reflection. Many animals don't know this and they think it's another animal looking back at them. The 18th of October is my hatch day, which makes me a Libra. What star sign are you? As a Libra, I like things to be balanced. So to start, I'd like to share something really important with you. Me! And to be balanced, I respectfully request that you share something really important with me. You! Find me on social media or email me or write to me. Whatever format takes your fancy. I can't wait. By sharing things about me with you, I hope I can help you grow into the best version of yourself possible, an awesome you. This way, we can be happier and healthier together. Me awesome plus you awesome equals we awesome. So, how can I share me with you? By talking, of course. So, let's get started. I am curious, exuberant, friendly, and much more. I've come to learn that when I'm cool, calm, and in control of my feelings, I make skillful choices. Skillful means choices that have been thought about, talked about, and practiced because they are the most relationship-empowering tools. When I'm not cool and calm, my feelings are too big and take control of my mind, switching off parts of my brain and altering my behaviour. That's when I make poor choices. I want to share with you my tools for remaining cool and calm, and what my skillful choices are. I also want you to know what's happening inside me when I make a poor choice. My strength comes from when I pick skillfully. My weakness comes from when I pick poorly. I believe weakness is only a strength that needs focus, redirection, and learning. Oh, wait! Stop the press! I need you to know this first. It's really important. Whether we make a skillful choice or a poor choice, you and I are always lovable, worthwhile, and good enough. We are born with all of the emotions inside us, and as we grow, we learn how to express or hide them. The Me, You, We tribe, that's me and my friends, are here to teach you how to have and express all your feelings with kindness, respect, and care. Please don't hide them. I am full of opposites. Even my colours are opposites. See, I'm black and white. I am learning to balance two opposite emotions, like anger and compassion, scared and brave, or shy and talkative. I'm learning this because I know it is important to accept and like all of me, even the opposites. How do you accept and like yourself? What do you do or say to yourself that is loving and self-accepting? I have to share some great opposites with you. Even though some people fear differences and opposites, I believe with my whole heart that our differences and opposites make this world more valuable and wonderful. How many opposites have I mentioned so far? I'd suggest starting a tally, as I have more for you. Magpies are known to swoop and attack when defending our territory, family, and friends. I think this magpie trait makes me a great friend. It shows I'm super loyal to family and friends and will protect them. At the same time, I'm sure the people and animals being swooped see and experience me differently. How many opposites now? Keep the opposites tally going, as I might just have some more for you. I love connecting and bringing other animals together. I love pitching in and being of assistance, And I really love when I get to help animals stop thinking negatively about themselves. My mum says this negative talk is coming from our inner bully voice. Sometimes the inner bully voice can be really loud and sometimes rather quiet. Together, my friends in the Me, You, We tribe and I are learning ways to quieten down and even challenge the inner bully voice, especially when it's loud and persistent. I'd like to swap focus now from opposites to something that's scaring the feathers out of me. It is something I'm not good at yet. This is a big thing for me, and I'm worried about sharing it with you. Okay, here goes. Yep, I'm going to share. Okay, here I go. I'm trying to learn a new skill, pushing past the bully and fear voices. I really want to get through the anxiousness to be more comfortable and clear-headed. It's hard sometimes. You see, I am afraid of sleeping alone. I'm afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of speaking up for myself. I'm afraid others won't listen to me. I'm afraid I'm not going to be good enough at all sorts of things, like tests, sports, being a good friend, reading, writing, maths, so many things. I'm afraid others won't like me. I'm afraid bad things are going to happen. All these fears stop me from enjoying activities and expressing myself. Even though I know the fears aren't healthy, I know you can't be brave without feeling some level of fear. I want to find tools that will help me accept these two opposites, bravery and fear. I'm really hoping you still like me after I've shared some of the things that I'm afraid about. Maintaining my boundaries is one tool I focus on to help me with self-acceptance. I'm going to share with you soon about maintaining healthy boundaries. I mention it here because if you don't like me as much now, you should know that I can enforce my boundaries and not let it change how I feel about myself. Maybe. I'm still practicing this tool. Here are other tools I've learned along the way to accepting myself and all my opposites. When I'm feeling intrigued, upbeat, and caring, these are the go-to skillful tools in my life toolbox. I remember that I have 2 boundaries, which I'll explain in a moment. It's super cool, can't wait to share it with you. I accept and love all of who I am, my black and white, skillful and poor, groove and uncoordinated. I do so love a good dance sesh. I use my voice to show gratitude for all I've been gifted in my life. I know that the words we pick and the tone we use are important because when words and tone don't match, it's confusing to those listening. How confusing would it be if your friend was smiling and being really upbeat while sharing that their pet is sick? I know my family gets confused when I happily squawk things like, "Who wants a bum?" when I'm really asking for a cuddle, because I want comfort and to feel more connected. I write or draw in my special journal book about what is happening inside my body, what my thoughts are, and what feelings I've had, both big and small. This tool really helps me, especially with my fears. I'm learning to turn down the volume of the inner bully voice by journaling. I collect and protect items that are important and of value to me. I have a fab collection of feathers and sticks. What do you like collecting and protecting? I help around the house to keep my home nice. I put my toys away so they don't get broken. I show the animals I love that I love them by doing things for them. Love is a verb, a doing word, after all. We need to say and show love. I make sure I do not talk behind other animals' backs. I don't engage in nor listen to gossip. I use my special essential oil blend and flower essences to support me to calm my anxiousness and promote my curiosity and acceptance. As promised, here is my explanation of our 2 boundaries. So excited! Here it is. Our 2 boundaries. 1. The close containing boundary. This protects the world from me. Not everything I think and feel needs to be shared. I don't need to say hurtful words. I don't need to tell my friends the order in which I like them. I don't need to share with a friend how much we all enjoyed that great birthday party to which they weren't invited. I have a mantra, a little saying to help maintain the close containing boundary. I walk through true, necessary, and kind before I speak or act. 2. The far protecting boundary. This protects me from the world. Not everything that gets said to me needs to be allowed in. I get to choose what information about me I let in and what I bounce off. I also have a mantra to help maintain the far protecting boundary. I'm bouncy and you're sticky, that's going to stick to you. I can choose to bounce off the school bully saying I'm ugly, while choosing to allow in the school bully saying that my bag smells, because it does. I found a 5-week-old half-pecked apple in the bottom last night. I can choose what parts to bounce off when my sibling says I am a slow, stupid runner. I can choose to allow in that I'm a slower runner. I'm 2 years younger, so yes, I am slower now, but that mightn't always be the case. I can choose to bounce off that I'm a stupid runner. That's nonsense. What makes a stupid runner anyways? I can choose to allow in the compliment from my teacher about being a caring magpie for picking up rubbish in the playground. I can choose to bounce off the laser killer eye beams I've been getting from Cranko Croc, who had smacked the bins over. These mantras are what we get to say within ourselves as we remain respectful and kind to others and ourselves. In opposition to situations when I'm being skillful, remembering boundaries, and choosing to be kind and respectful, I also have times when I'm out of skills. Ending up here is not my first choice. I don't like being here or feeling this way. I accept that I will end up here at times because I don't have all my skills down pat yet, and I do have the full spectrum of emotions inside me. After all, even adults struggle with emotional regulation at times. I'm more likely to end up here when I'm feeling tired, distracted, and cranky. When I'm lagging in skillful options, I use my voice to say mean and hurtful things to myself and to other animals. The inner mean voice yells really hurtful words to and about me, and these are even worse than what gets said out loud. Voices are powerful, and remember my quest to add more kindness, it gets muddled up. I gossip and talk behind my friends' backs. Sometimes it's true, but I'm sharing secrets they've entrusted to me, and sometimes I make up lies. I have negative opinions about myself and other animals. These get shared with no filter. I completely forget about the close containing boundary with true, necessary, and kind gates. I verbally or physically attack other animals. I listen and act upon the bully voice and the fears. I agree with TD on how to understand anger. That anger is an attempt to show that we are not okay and are needing help. I don't like or accept myself. I like some parts of me and hate other parts. The hate part is big. I'm impatient and get annoyed easily with myself and other animals. If I can't do something instantly and perfectly, I get frustrated and attack. The inner bully voice screams at me about my lack of worth and enforces no one loves me. Both are not true. Anger and frustration visit when there is a clash between my idea or dream and what is really happening. I become disappointed, upset, and angry. There is something wrong in my world. What I thought was going to happen didn't. I need help making it more comfortable to deal with. I need support in letting go and making a new plan. I love TD's uncle's approach to caring for this clash and the resulting grief. I don't look after the things I value. My room is messy, I leave my toys all over the floor, and animals accidentally step on them and break them. I don't show the animals I love that I love them. I forget all about smelling and using my essential oil blend and calming flower essence drops. While I'm in this flow about being vulnerable and sharing all of me with you, there is one last thing. It comes from a dream I keep having. In my dream, I constantly try to love and accept all of myself. In the dream, I'm using meditation and mindfulness to discover my calm and acceptance. The dream voice is telling me that mindfulness and meditation will help me learn that things change constantly. The only constant is that change will always happen. I think the dream voice is trying to tell me that I need to notice that I'm not always afraid, that fears come and go, that I'm not always brave, that it comes and goes. It's reminding me that I'm not always happy or sad or hungry or tired, that all feelings, sensations and thoughts come and go over time. It's trying to tell me that I am not my feelings. I create or allow feelings by my thoughts and the images in my mind. Feelings are like visitors coming to see me. When the time is right for me, I can ask them to leave. And that me is always good enough. And that me is always lovable. And that me is always worthy. I don't know if you meditate, or how you meditate and be mindful. I'd like to know. Please share you with me. I started practicing mindfulness by playing the Body Spy game thanks to my friend Percy Platypus. It's like I Spy, except you use your whole body. For example, I body spy something on my skin. My family would guess the wind, my clothes, my shoes, the chair on which I'm sitting, and so on until they get it right. The reason I really like Body Spy is that it joins my family together. We play together, and play is good for everyone. It makes them practice mindfulness. It makes the adults remember the joy of play. Percy has great examples and tips for playing this fabulously helpful game. When Body Spy isn't enough, or I need to soothe and calm by myself, I'm trialling focusing on my breath and what it's telling me. For example, I've noticed my breathing is really fast and all in my upper chest right before I make a poor choice. As I'm all about opposites, when my breathing is slow and deep into my belly, I'm more likely to make a skillful choice. That's why I try to watch my breathing. If it's fast, I find my pause, slow my breathing down, and take my breaths right down into my tummy before I make a choice. My other fab go-to tool is my journaling. When I'm journaling, it is meditative for me. It is all that I'm thinking about. When I'm drawing, picking the colours, focusing on the line I'm drawing, everything else just flies away. The worry and anxiety slow down. It is me, the page, and the pencil. I try to do it for 5 to 10 minutes every morning. Sometimes I just let what comes out happen. No editing, no worry about spelling or grammar. I just continuously write. Other times I write about who I am and what I've achieved when the fear and bully voices aren't stopping me. What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? How would I behave when my goals were achieved? What would I say? How would I stand? What would I be doing in my speech at school when the anxiety didn't take my voice? What kind of learner am I when learning comes easily? What do you think works best for you? If you don't like writing, you could try drawing, doodling, using collage, or whatever creative expression helps. I've even heard the human folk speaking into some device thingy that records their voice. You could use that as a journal. I'd really like to thank you for giving me your time in this chapter. Before I share you with Pilly and the rest of the tribe, what is your opposites tally? Please remember to share it with me. I'm excited to read your message or email or letter. I really hope you've learnt some things about and from me. Knowing I've been able to add more kindness by sharing myself with you brings me happiness. I know we will be the greatest of friends. I know my other friends are waiting patiently to meet you.